There's no sugarcoating it. Cleaning up can be tedious. It's time-consuming, frustrating, and honestly, who has time to do every little thing properly? Today, we're here to help you and show you some cleaning hacks that will not only save you time, but very often, money as well. Number 32. Shine on. Kettles, toasters, and those kinds of appliances tend to lose their shine very quickly, making them look old. Don't replace them. Just polish them with a little cream of tartar. A pinch on a wet sponge is all it takes to get them to shine as they did when you first bought them. Number 31. Microwave 101. Microwaves tend to bear the brunt of our culinary skills gone wrong. We forget to put a lid on our food we're heating up and it ends up getting splattered everywhere. Or we try an attempt to microwave anything and truthfully it never comes out the way you expect and again, splatters everywhere. To clean it all up, heat a cup of vinegar, water, and a slice of lemon for 5 minutes. It will remove any baked-on grease easily. Number 30. All done and dusted. Ceiling fan blades can get very dirty and we do tend to conveniently forget about cleaning them. Here's a way that you can do it without it being too complicated. Grab an old pillowcase, place it over the blade, and wipe down. The dust will stay trapped in the pillowcase, which you can easily shake out outside and reuse in a year or so when you decide to do it again. Number 29. Come clean. Active germs can stay on your remote control for up to 24 hours, and studies have suggested that the remote is the dirtiest item in your home. Bearing that in mind, it's time you clean yours. Pop a dime-sized drop of hand sanitizer onto a napkin and wipe down the control. And if you have time, use a Q-tip to get right in between the grooves of the buttons. Number 28. As clean as a whistle. Taps have a tendency to hold on to watermarks, even if you've tried to clean them off. Using wax paper, wipe down your taps. Those water stains will be a thing of the past. Number 27. Cry your heart out. The onion may make you cry, but the end result will be worth it. Grab half a white onion and using a fork, rub it against your hot grill to give it a good clean. Not only will you have amazing results, but you'll have a lovely onion flavor next time you use your grill. Number 26. Wash, rinse, repeat. Lego and plastic toys can get very dirty and they're certainly not the easiest things to clean. But here's a great idea. Spray them down with an antibacterial fluid and stick them in your dishwasher for a quick wash and then leave them in the sun to dry. It will save you loads of time and energy. Number 25. Going, gone. You wouldn't believe how simple it is to remove marker and ink marks from wood, so don't lose hope. Take some plain white toothpaste, put some on a rag, and simply rub the marks away. This is definitely worth a try. Number 24. A load of hot air. You'll be happy to know that your beloved hairdryer has more than one function, and that is to help you remove rings from your wooden table. Just blast the hot air onto the ring and do so until you notice the ring fading. Number 23. Salt of the earth. There are so many amazing things that you can do with salt. We could dedicate an entire video to it. But if you're anything like us, you've probably burnt a meal or two in your cast iron frying pan. Before you give up on the pan, leave it full of salt for a couple of hours, then rinse and rub dry. The salt absorbs all the oil and burnt residue, and you have saved the pan. Number 22. A clean slate. Making smoothies is great and your options are endless in terms of what you can pop inside them, but regardless of what delicious concoction you've just made, the cleaning of the blender is the real mission. Why not just fill the blender with warm water and a bit of dishwashing soap and blend that for a few seconds, dump the water out, and leave to dry. Number 21. Wipe out. Dealing with vomit is everyone's nightmare and cleaning it up is just one of the worst things that anyone can go through. Next time you find yourself in that unfortunate position, make a mixture of baking soda and water and work it into a paste and spread it over the offending site. Leave it overnight and the next day it will be dry enough for you to just vacuum up. Number 20. Pure genius. This little hack is a must-know, especially for those suffering from allergies caused by pet fur. Vacuuming is just not enough to lift all of the fur out of the carpets and furniture. So, take a squeegee and wipe across the rug or furniture, and you will be astounded as to the amount of fur that the squeegee manages to lift up. Number 19. Sweet spot. It's not the end of the world if you're faced with a mildew stain because you still have a bit of hope if you try this trick. Place a bleach-soaked cotton ball or rag, size depending, over the mildew overnight and it should be lifted by the following morning. Number 18. Buff it out. Save yourself some cash by using this natural idea to polish and clean your wooden furniture. Take a few drops of apple cider vinegar and mix it with a quarter cup of olive oil and use that to clean your furniture. The vinegar pulls dirt out of the wood and the olive oil conditions. Number 17. Squeaky clean. Chopping boards are said to be 200 times dirtier than your toilet seat, and even though we do wash them after using, or at least you should, it's not quite enough to get them as clean as they need to be. Do this instead. Cover the board with salt, let it sit for a bit, then wipe down with a wedge of lemon and finally rinse with water. Don't forget to replace them occasionally too. Number 16, game changer. It's never a great feeling when you drop a glass on the floor, and it can be difficult to always pick up all the shards. Save your hands and rather use a slice of white bread and use it to pick up the glass. It works wonders and even picks up the tiniest pieces. Number 15, a clean home is a happy home. Or so they say, and if you're a stickler for clean, then you have to try this hack when you next clean your lamps. Use a lint roller to pick up the dust that tends to stick on the lamp shades. The difference will be enlightening. Number 14, through the looking glass. Even Alice would have needed shiny clean windows, and to achieve that, use a mix of white vinegar and hot water instead of wasting your hard-earned money on store-bought stuff full of chemicals. Also, note to self, don't wash windows in direct sunlight, as you'll be left with awful streaks as the sun will dry your hard work super fast. Number 13, ketchup on the side. Here's a reason to take those little packets of ketchup home with you. Use them to shine your cookware. Squeeze some onto a cloth and use it to rub onto your pots and pans. It will not only remove any tarnish, but it will actually make them sparkle too. Number 12, chalk it up to experience. If you're lucky enough to own a bit of silverware, you have to be careful as it can lose its sheen very quickly or become permanently stained. However, there is such a simple and cost-effective solution. Wrap a piece of chalk in some gauze and place it in the same drawer as the cutlery. It will prevent any of the above from happening. Number 11, the ultimate clean. Even the tools and machines that do our cleaning for us need to be cleaned to work at their optimum. To clean your dishwasher, place a cup of vinegar on the top shelf and run the cycle using the highest heat setting. Before doing so, add some baking soda on the bottom. Once the cycle is done, your dishwasher will be gleaming. Number 10, wash and go. Here's another part of our daily lives that also needs a little TLC every now and again, our shower and the head that goes along with it. To clean the shower head properly, fill a plastic packet with vinegar and tie it over the head with an elastic band. Leave it overnight and any watermarks will be gone by the morning. Number 9, on the scent. Closets tend to harbor some dodgy smells occasionally, and here's a way to get rid of them. Use a container that has a lid, something like a deli bowl, but not too thick. Cut some slits or holes in the lid and fill the container with white vinegar and leave it in the cupboard overnight. It removes those terrible smells beautifully, leaving your cupboard smelling fresh and clean. Number 8, when life gives you lemons, use them to clean your garbage disposal. Take the rind of the lemon and cut it up. Freeze it in an ice tray with water. Once it's frozen, take the ice cubes and throw them down the disposal and grind it up while the tap is running. Your disposal will be left smelling a whole lot better. Number 7, keep some handy. Here's another reason to keep some chalk handy at home, because it's going to help you enormously when you find yourself with fresh grease stains on your clothing. Rub chalk over the stain. Let it sit for a few hours and watch as it magically absorbs all the grease. Number 6, bed of roses. If you were to read about the germs that are hidden in your mattress, you will be doing this tonight. To quote Business Insider about the funnies in your mattress, this is what you're sleeping on every single night. Allergy-causing dust mites, fungal spores, bacteria, plasticizers, flame retardants, and human skin cells. Now, get your mattress clean by pouring vodka into a spray bottle and spritzing it across your mattress and then leaving it to air dry. The alcohol will kill the bacteria. Number 5, a sticky mess. A parent's worst nightmare is trying to peel the stickers off the walls and furniture that their little darlings have placed there. Often parents were aware of the deed, but hey, it was 5 minutes of peace and quiet. Now, it's going to take 5 hours to get clean. No, instead, just use a hairdryer and blow hot air onto the offending sticker and it will peel right off. Any residue left behind can be taken away with methylated spirits. Number 4, coffee culture. If your fridge is smelling a bit iffy, this is a good idea to keep those smells at bay. Place a bowl of coffee grounds in your fridge and just leave them there for up to 2 months and then replace them. They can be old or new ones, and just keep doing that to mask any smells. Number 3, bath time. Baths tend to look awful and not very inviting when they have a huge bath ring around them, so get rid of yours by cutting a grapefruit in half and sprinkling it with salt and scrubbing away the rings. It takes a little effort, so think of it as an added workout, but definitely worth it. Number 2, put a sock in it. Venetian blinds are a pain to clean, but this might make it a little bit more bearable. You might even be able to bribe one of the kids to do this one. Give them each an old sock, place it over their hands, and let them do the dirty. At least that's one way to use all those old socks you have lying around. Number 1. Fresh as a daisy. Create your own car air freshener by sticking some craft pom-poms onto a peg and sticking it into your air vent. Then place a few drops of your favorite essential oil onto the pom-poms and you have your own DIY air freshener. Do you guys have any clever cleaning hacks to share with us? If so, tell us about it in the comments below and subscribe to our channel for more daily videos. Thanks for watching.